Well, hey everybody, it is Sunday, it's the 15th of February 2026, and I've got a really special one for you today. It better be special because it involves my favorite hot sauce company in the world. I've already recorded and posted two shorts today building up to this. So I discovered that I have not tried every single available product by Cholula. They have a line of cooking and simmer sauces, one of which is this birria sauce. I had no idea. So that is what I'm going to try today. But I'm not just going to, pour it onto a spoon and try it like that. I mean, that's not very appropriate. It's a cooking and simmer sauce. You got to cook it with something, right? It's not just a hot sauce to pour onto a spoon. So in a little bit, I am going to transition to my crock pot and assemble a beef birria taco that uses this simmer sauce. But let's talk a little bit about the sauce before I get to that. Okay, welcome to La Familia. Experience the rich, bold flavors of Mexico with our Cholula Birria cooking and simmer sauce. Our unique blend of delicious chilies, tomatoes, herbs, and spices is crafted to elevate your favorite dishes from tender birria tacos to hearty stews and braises. And there's a little recipe for how to prepare beef birria using this sauce, but it involves a pressure cooker, which I don't have. So I decided to cook the beef birria in my slow cooker, my crock pot. And I think it's going to be great. Let's also read about the ingredients in this. The ingredients are water, distilled vinegar, tamari soy sauce, salt, spices, and herbs, including paprika, cumin, oregano, bay leaves, cloves, thyme. Did you hear all that? All those freaking amazing herbs. Tomato paste, yeast extract, modified cornstarch, garlic, ancho chile pepper, guajillo pepper, onion, molasses, arbol pepper. Now that's pretty standard for Cholula. I think most Cholula sauces have, most of the basic Cholula sauces have those three peppers in them: the ancho, the guajillo, and the arbol. Canola oil, xanthan gum, and natural flavor. So, I mean, there's a lot of really good stuff in this. And I got really, really excited about it when I found this because I just tried recently Tapatio's birria ramen. It's just something like a microwavable ramen bowl that I picked up from a gas station in University Place, Washington. And it was freaking delicious. It was like the best microwavable ramen that I'd ever had in my life. It was like a delicacy. I didn't even add anything to it. I just added water and then put the packets in and then heated it up. And I'm like, this is freaking delicious. It had these hints of clove in it. And there's clove in this too. So I am really, really excited about this. But let me pause and I'll show you exactly what I did with this Cholula birria sauce. All right, so this is where all the magic happens in my new kitchen. Here is the beef birria. Now, I technically only cooked this for 4 hours. So I don't know. I'm weird and I have ADHD. So for the first couple hours it was on high, and then I was like, nah, it's too bubbly. I want it to be slower cooked. So I turned it down to low and then did another 2 hours, and then I just turned it off and put it on warm. So it's been sitting for about 6 hours on warm. But look at that. So that is sirloin steak and Vidalia onions with the birria sauce. Those are the only three things in there. I did sprinkle the steak with salt, pepper, and garlic before browning it in the skillet briefly. And then I put it into the crock pot. So yeah, that's all that is. We're going to put it onto our tortilla. I'm going to put some sour cream and some green onions and some cilantro on that. And yeah, this is another ridiculous and kind of funny story. I decided to purchase some just disposable cups, and I didn't pay careful enough attention when I was buying this pack of 25 cups, so I didn't realize that they were these little dinky party cups. So I'm like, what can I do with these? What a waste of money. I decided not to return them though, because you know what I can use them for? I can use them to mix up sauces. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Although this is just sour cream. But in future, you will see these cups again, and they're going to have sauces mixed up in them. All right, so let's put some birria onto this taco. This taco shell, let's put some sour cream and some herbs on it. And then I will transition back and, oh, look at that. Look at that. Come on. That's just mouth watering. Come on. Mmm. This is food porn right here, guys. Look at this. Look at that. Okay. I think that's probably more than enough for one taco. But I haven't eaten all day, so I'm going to make a big one. That is what she said. All right. So I'm going to do all the accoutrements. But yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. All right, so taco assembled. And, you know, you can get into a fight with me about whether or not this is a taco or a burrito, because yes, I did decide to wrap it up. All right, I'm not going to eat it like a taco. But, I mean, it is a taco. It's just wrapped differently, right? And it's not as beautiful as when I was serving it up. Oh my goodness, I have to cough. Hang on. That is very typical of my life. No cold symptoms of any kind all day or for the past week. But suddenly when I want to record a video, I just have a random, completely random coughing fit. But I'm over it now. All right, so anyways, let me show you this again. Yeah, it doesn't look as beautiful as it did when I was scooping it out of the crock pot, but hey. Beautiful food sometimes tastes good, and ugly food sometimes tastes even better, right? I don't know, did I just come up with a little motto, or should I trademark that? All right, let's try it. It is salty. I will say that. It is salty. But it's packed with flavor. It's delicious. And part of the saltiness has to do with the fact that the recipe on the bottle called for me to use the entire bottle of the sauce over a 3-pound beef roast. I'm not going to buy a 3-pound beef roast. I live alone. What am I going to do with 3 pounds of beef? So I used 1 pound. And then I used about half the bottle. Actually, that's a little bit less than half. So I tried. I guess I should have used a third of the bottle. But, I mean, there may be an excess of sauce there that's making it a little bit saltier than maybe it should be. But that aside, it is delicious. Let me try it again. So what I'm really tasting in there, I can taste of the herbs that are in that. I'm not a big fan of oregano, but I do know its distinctive flavor. I am tasting that, and I'm tasting the thyme, and I'm tasting the clove. I can't even remember what the other ones were that were listed, but I'm not really tasting anything other than those three in terms of herbs and spices. It's got a very nice peppery flavor, okay? A deep peppery flavor. And you see the sauce. I mean, it's a beautiful sauce. You can see those peppers in that sauce, and you can taste them in this. I think the crock pot was a really good method to do that. I've never used a pressure cooker, so if anybody is like familiar with pressure cookers, has something interesting to say about them, please enlighten me, because I don't know anything about pressure cookers. I don't know anything about air fryers either. I've only used one like once in my life, once or twice. So I don't have an air fryer. I don't have a pressure cooker. I've just got my old crock pot, which was like a big thing in the 90s, and now it's considered like outdated old lady shit, but I don't care. I love my crock pot. And this turned out really nicely. It's almost unmistakably a Cholula sauce. Nobody but Cholula would make something like this. I'm sure there are other beef birria cooking simmering sauces out there. But you know, it's that blend of the sauces. All right? The arbol, the guajillo. What's the other one? I already forgot the other one. But they always have these three sauces. The ancho. The ancho, the guajillo, and the arbol pepper. That is the tri-blend of peppers that goes into almost all of Cholula's sauces, and it's what makes them so distinctively Cholula. And it works beautifully with this. Okay? This is a really, really fine piece of cuisine. I like it a lot. This is a great sauce. I cannot wait to try the other ones. There's a fajita one, and I can't remember what the third one was, but I want to try all of them. All right? I'm getting a little bit of acid reflux, not because of this, because of other things. But anyways, I'll wrap this up. This is really good. This was inexpensive. I think it was $2.99 or something like that. Get it. It's good. Cholula doesn't disappoint. This is a 7.5 for flavor. It's not, it doesn't advertise itself as spicy, so it's really not a spicy product. It's mild. I mean, there's a tiny little like tingle of heat going on in my mouth, but nothing to write home about. It's about the flavor. It's savory. It's nice. There's a nice balance of ingredients in that. I really enjoy this sauce. I love Cholula. Keep it up. Keep coming up with new products for me to try. Because a lot of the time, these spicy products that I try on my channel, I mean, this is setting me back a lot in terms of finances. Hot sauces are not cheap. Cholula's stuff, it's almost always affordable. The only thing that was ever like prohibitively expensive of theirs were their wing sauces, but that is justifiable because they were absolutely freaking amazing. This is really good. Pick it up if you find it. That's a winner.